Hi, today's day 12 of post-op for microdiscectomy, and I'm out here walking in the snow. That may be risky for me, but I do know what I'm doing. I've been hiking quite a while. Brought my poles, I have a medical grade brace on, and it's a short trail with very little incline, no rocks or anything crazy like that, and it's gorgeous, and close to the city. So I'm able to drive my car now for about half an hour in any one go. It's not something I like doing. I'm purposely going in very early or very late to work so that I avoid the traffic as much as possible. It's just the worst possible position to put my body in, frankly. It was kind of shocking the first time I sat in the car. It felt like I was a foot taller, like my head was almost hitting the ceiling because my brace was forcing me to be like completely upright, and so I had to make some major adjustments to my seat. I can't believe how bad I was sitting before, but you don't know what you don't know, right? And so anyway, I find that after I drive for a little while, or as I drive, I wiggle my way into a position that feels the least awful, and that's usually pretty good. And then afterwards I ice it, and that's worked out pretty well. I actually went into work the other day because I told them that I was working from home all last week, but I wanted to try going in on Friday. And I didn't tell them that because I wanted to give myself the option to back out without making any promises. And I made it all the way there. And I asked my coworker to put my desk into a standing position because I couldn't do it myself because it requires leaning. And anyway, so I worked at my desk and periodically ran away to a couch to tip over. And frankly, if I learned anything from last Friday, it was that I think I have a pretty good setup at work. My work gives me way more opportunity to walk around than my house, and I still am able to get some stuff done. I don't feel like I'm going crazy mentally, but also I also do need to take more breaks. I just need to take more breaks. Even though I'm just standing, I need to listen to my body more. I'm a coder, so I end up getting sucked into my code quite easily. And there's a lot of dissociation that I feel like I do subconsciously. Like I'm just not aware that I'm hungry, or I'm not aware that I need to go to the bathroom, or normal human things I just sort of push away and I just do my stuff. And I just need to actively interrupt that. I might set some sort of alarm, goes off every so often. That just basically means I have to step away, whatever that means. Even if it's just walking in a big circle and then coming back. I don't know. Anyway, I still have numbness in my foot. I'm calling it as phantom pain. I have random pains down my affected leg, very similar to the pains I had before the surgery, but they're not as intense and they're completely random. They're totally random. Before the surgery, I could move my leg in a certain position and expect a certain kind of result. This pain isn't like that. It'll be like I'm walking down the stairs, fine, ow, fine. It's like roll the dice. And so it drives me kind of batty because it's very common from what I've read online to feel like paranoid about reherniation. And so you think, oh no, I'm going to reherniate. Oh, what have I done? And it's the nerves just doing what they do. The body cares more about being stable than it does about you being comfortable. And so the nerves have been conditioned to feel pain for however long you've been in pain. In my case, 6 months. So anyway, my other videos discuss that a bit. But yeah, that's still going. I feel like it's either not happening as much or I'm not caring as much. I really... anything big that's going to happen is going to happen. Like anything big sensation wise is whatever, any big discussion I'm going to have is going to happen at like the 4 or 5 week mark with my neurologist. Until then, it's all just sort of random skewampus shit, and it's like, just sit tight and wait. Just try and wait it out, and if certain stuff doesn't go away, then we'll see what we can do there. I don't suspect, but I know that I've got some deep issues with my piriformis. My piriformis muscle is really tense. If I sit on a chair on my sitting bones, my foot gets more numb. It's like the only thing that I can affect right now with any predictability. If I sit upright right on my sit bones, it'll make my foot go numb and just feel really kind of awful. And it's sort of chicken or the egg. Is the piriformis muscle tense because the nerves are all still inflamed from the surgery, or is it tense because it was always a problem and it's just a complex issue that I'll have to deal with on top of what I'm already dealing with? I don't know. I kind of suspect it's probably, I don't know, I guess I suspect it's kind of the latter. I don't know, maybe it's just because I have a tendency to think worst case scenario, but bodies are complex, and so it wouldn't surprise me if I had just multiple issues overlapping. In any case, I'm doing some very gentle stretches. Nobody's told me to do them, but I'm doing them all very cautiously, laying down without bending my spine. I'm, just laying down on the floor and putting one leg up and leaning it against a doorway while the other leg goes through the doorway. That stretches out my hamstrings, and some gentle calf stuff. And honestly, that's all I can do. Getting that piriformis stretched is difficult without bending, I gotta say. I have sat down and crossed one leg over the other, and that's about it. Anyway, so I'm actually feeling pretty good. I'm not on any sort of pain medication except for the occasional Tylenol and muscle relaxer. I honestly don't know if the muscle relaxers are... Hey there, hair. I don't know if the muscle relaxers are literally doing anything. They just make me feel sleepy. I don't feel like my muscles are getting less tense, but whatever. What do I know? I might actually ask for a different prescription next time I talk to my person, my neurologist guy. Anyway, I'm going to keep walking. It's nice out here. Yeah.